Building a custom knowledge base for an LLM. Executive Summary. A custom knowledge base transforms a large language model, generalist, into a domain-specific expert. By curating links, downloaded documents, and internal files, organizations can ensure answers are accurate, confidential, and current. Effective systems require structured ingestion, metadata, and retrieval-augmented generation (RAG) for seamless integration. Governance and access controls protect sensitive data, while automation keeps sources updated. Best practices include modular organization, secure role-based permissions, and monitoring usage patterns. The result is a living repository of institutional knowledge that empowers teams to query trusted resources directly, unlocking more precise, consistent, and strategic decision-making with LLMs. Large language models are powerful generalists. They have absorbed a staggering amount of information from the open web, books, and other data sources. But businesses, research groups, and creative teams often need them to work with specialized or proprietary information that doesn't exist in public datasets. To achieve this, you can build a custom knowledge base, knowledge bases, a curated repository of documents and references that the LLM can use to provide domain-specific answers. Constructing such a system involves more than simply dumping files into a folder. It requires careful thinking about how the information will be ingested, structured, retrieved, and updated. Below, I'll walk through how to build a robust knowledge base, focusing on 3 core input sources: links to external content, downloaded documents, and internal organizational documents. 1. Why a custom knowledge base matters. An LLM without a tailored knowledge base behaves like a talented but unfocused intern. It can talk broadly, but it lacks the institutional context and current data your team depends on. By building a structured repository, you give the model the ability to answer with accuracy. Instead of guessing, it can reference verified documents, preserve confidentiality. Proprietary materials stay within your system, not the open internet. Provide consistency. All users get responses based on the same set of documents. Stay current. You can update the knowledge base regularly without retraining the LLM itself. The knowledge base serves as a retrieval layer between the user's questions and the model's general reasoning ability. When set up well, it turns a general LLM into a highly specialized expert. 2. Using links as knowledge inputs. Links are often the first and most obvious way to feed information into a knowledge base. They might point to official websites, for example, regulatory bodies, product documentation, research papers stored on repositories like PubMed or Archive, industry news sources or press releases, publicly available handbooks, FAQs, and knowledge centers. Steps for incorporating links. 1. Curate reliable sources. Not every link is worth adding. Choose authoritative sources that reflect your organization's needs. 2. Automate downloading. Use crawlers or APIs to fetch and store the raw text or PDFs behind the links. Don't rely on live websites alone, as content may change or vanish. Benefits of links. Low cost. Links don't require licensing fees if they are public. Freshness. Easy to update by refetching pages. Breadth. Cover a wide range of external information. The downside is fragility. Links can break, and external content may change without notice. That's why downloaded and internal documents are crucial complements. 3. Downloaded documents as knowledge inputs. Downloaded documents, PDFs, Word files, Excel spreadsheets, slide decks, often contain richer, more reliable information than transient links. These may include academic research articles, government reports, market research purchased from third-party vendors, technical manuals, or software documentation. Steps for incorporating downloaded documents. 1. Centralized storage. Keep all documents in a secure, version-controlled repository, SharePoint, Google Drive, or an internal file server. 2. Normalize formats. Convert documents into text where possible. For spreadsheets, consider extracting both raw tables and descriptive text. Test raw spreadsheets with your LLM before spending money on conversion. Benefits of downloaded documents. Reliability. Files are less likely to disappear than web links. Depth. Reports and manuals often provide richer detail than web pages. Control. You know exactly which version of a document the LLM is referencing. The challenge is storage management. Large sets of PDFs and reports can balloon in size, so indexing strategies and selective inclusion become important. 4. Internal documents as knowledge inputs. Internal documents are the most valuable part of a custom knowledge base. They represent the unique institutional memory of your organization. Examples include company policies, SOPs and handbooks, meeting transcripts and strategy documents, proprietary datasets, experimental results, or internal white papers. Customer support logs, sales playbooks, and training manuals. Steps for incorporating internal documents. 1. Identify key repositories. These might be Google Drive, Confluence, Notion, Dropbox, or internal databases. 2. Apply access controls. Sensitive information must be handled carefully. Build authentication layers so that the knowledge base respects user permissions. 3. Redact or mask data, personally identifiable information, PII, and sensitive financial or health data may need masking before ingestion. 4. Integrate with workflows. Automate ingestion from internal systems so the knowledge base updates when documents change. 5. Establish governance. Define who is allowed to add, update, or remove documents from the knowledge base. Benefits of internal documents. Relevance. They reflect your organization's unique practices. Confidentiality. Data stays under your control. Strategic advantage. Competitors can't access this knowledge. The challenge is sensitivity. Mishandling internal documents can cause security breaches or compliance issues. 5. Retrieval and query integration. Once the knowledge base is populated with links, downloaded docs, and internal materials, the next step is connecting it to the LLM through Retrieval Augmented Generation, RAG. GPT-4 ALL is a free tool that makes this easy. It will run on a PC and does not link to the internet. How it works. 1. User asks a question. 2. Retriever searches the vector database for relevant chunks. 3. Top results are injected into the LLM prompt. 4. LLM generates an answer grounded in both its general training and the supplied documents. This architecture avoids retraining the LLM itself. Instead, it dynamically augments the prompt with context pulled from your knowledge base. 6th, best practices for building and maintaining the knowledge base. 1. Keep it modular. Separate sources into categories: links, downloads, internal. This makes troubleshooting easier. 2. Use strong metadata. The more metadata you attach, the more precise your retrieval can be. 3. Automate updates. Build pipelines to refresh external links and re-index new internal docs. 4. Monitor usage. Track which documents are being retrieved often, which may indicate gaps in your knowledge base. 5. Balance breadth and precision. Too many documents may dilute relevance. Focus on high-value sources. 6. Secure access. Apply role-based permissions to ensure sensitive documents only appear in authorized queries. 7. Future directions. As LLM ecosystems mature, custom knowledge bases will become more dynamic. Likely developments include fine-tuned embeddings for specific domains, hybrid retrieval, semantic plus keyword search, automated summarization pipelines to reduce noise from long reports, federated knowledge bases linking multiple organizations with secure boundaries, real-time connectors for pulling in constantly updating feeds. Conclusion: building a custom knowledge base for an LLM transforms it from a generalist into a domain-specific assistant. By carefully curating links, downloaded documents, and internal materials, you create a living repository that reflects your organization's knowledge and priorities. When paired with retrieval-augmented generation, this knowledge base ensures that answers are accurate, relevant, and secure. In practice, the process requires attention to data sourcing, document conversion, metadata, embedding, indexing, and governance. Done well, it empowers teams to query their institutional knowledge as naturally as they query the web, unlocking the full power of LLMs for decision-making, research, and innovation.